Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bold Metal Nerd coming at you with another vid. And in this one, I'm going to be doing a review of the very soon to be released At the Gates album, To Drink from the Night Itself. So forgive me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'll be looking that away for notes. So when I do that, that's what I'm doing. Obviously, this is their second post-reunion album, and we're going to talk about basically. I'm going to just talk individually about the songs, and we're going to kind of talk about where it fits into At the Gates discography. We'll talk about the departure of the guitarist, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. Basically, the album starts off with Der Widerstand, which is a brief piano intro, and it has a lot of orchestration and female vocals. Track 2 is the title track. It's a very intense song. It would fit in perfectly on Slaughter of the Soul, actually. It alternates between fast and mid-paced, rhythm sections with some fast background riffing. It's absolutely a great song. After that, we got A Stair Bound in Stone. It starts with a great groove-laden riff, then it blasts off into a fairly fast number, and then it shifts into a more atmospheric tune a little more than halfway into the song. I really enjoyed that one quite a bit. Okay, after that, you've got Palace of Lepers. It's a great fast song with some awesome riffing. After that, we got Daggers of Black, Haze. It's a haunting, slower paced song with a lot of orchestration. Uh, After that, we got The Chasm, which is a good, heavy, mid-paced track. After that, we got In Nameless Sleep. It alternates between fast and mid-paced sections. It's a solid track. After that, we got The Colors of the Beast. It starts with an awesome fast-picking riff. Then it transitions into a slamming mid-paced chug-along. About halfway into the song, you get some atmosphere, and then back to, the mid-paced chug. It's absolutely fantastic. Then after that, you got A Labyrinth of Tombs, which is a good, fast song. After that, we got Seas of Starvation. It starts with a little atmosphere, and then it takes off into an all-out assault. Absolutely a fantastic song. Number 11 is In Death They Shall Burn. It is a great, fast-burning track. And then after that, you got the Mirror Black, which is the album closer. It's the last track on the album. It's a bit slower, more atmospheric. It's a great song. And then as the song progresses, there's more and more orchestral elements introduced, and by the time it's done, it's pretty much just a full orchestra that you're hearing at that point. And it's a great way to finish out the album. So now we're going to talk about how it fits into, At the Gates' career, right? Basically, I'm going to go ahead and say, obviously, it's not as good as Slaughter of the Soul. I don't think they'll ever match that album. Now, more relevantly, is it as good as At War with Reality? Maybe. I've only listened to the album a couple of times. Initially, it didn't have the impact on me that At War with Reality did when I first listened to it, but this album might be a grower. My thoughts, my rating for this is pretty high, but it's not, perfect. I would rate it at about an 85 out of 100, so it's definitely an above average album, extremely good. It fits into At the Gates discography really well, but at this point in their career, they've been around for so long, it's not really breaking a whole lot of new ground. I really liked the orchestral parts that they added to a number of the songs, which was really cool, but almost everything else that you hear in the music has pretty much been in At the Gates wheelhouse for a long time now. They didn't really change the formula up a lot, which is fine because the formula that they use for their music really, really works. So I think it fits in well in their discography. It's It's really good. You know, I know this is going to be heresy, but I did to some fans, but I really don't like a lot of their earlier work. The stuff before Terminal Spirit Disease uh, is okay, and I certainly like this a lot better than anything from their earliest era. I like this much better than that. Um, and I know this is going to be more heresy to some people. It's probably my third favorite At the Gates album. My favorite, of course, is Slaughter of the Soul, then At War with Reality, and then this one, To Drink from the Night itself. That might change as I listen to this album more and more, and it bores its way into my subconscious, and maybe I appreciate elements that I didn't get on the first couple of listen-throughs, but we'll see. That pretty much is it. That's what I think of, the album. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, if you like me, thumbs up. If you hate me, thumbs down. Share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Well, guys, there's a little bit of egg on my face. I completely forgot to talk about the guitarist leaving, so I thought I would add this on as an addendum. The guitarist name is Anders Bjorler. I'm probably mispronouncing that, and I apologize. But it's it's not an Anglo name that I can easily pronounce, so sorry about that. Anyway, basically, he left. He was one of the founding guitarists of the band. What impact does that have on this album? Not huge. Because because he's the lead player, or was the lead player, and the new lead player, if you listen to the solo specifically on the album, honestly, it doesn't sound a whole lot different from previous At the Gates releases, so really the overall dynamics of the band didn't change too much on this release. From my understanding, Anders was not really involved with the writing, even the writing process for this album. So this is the first album without his stamp on it, but I don't think it really negatively impacts the band, because a lot of times when a founding member leaves, it kind of, it can have a really bad effect on the band's sound. But honestly, in this case, I think it's okay. I don't really have an issue with it, because it really just sounds like a logical continuation of At the Gates' career at this point. So that's it. Sorry. See you guys.